companies looking to get a bit of transparency through reporting, I'd always advise the top of the high-level sales and marketing dashboard. Idea being right at the top, you're covering everything from the top of the funnel all the way down to the bottom of the funnel. So you want to start with your website sessions, so you can show the growth that's happening through inbound efforts or whatever else you're doing for the website, getting the traffic, then break that traffic down. Is it coming through organic channels? Is it coming through social, email? Is it paid? Or is it just direct traffic? So that's definitely useful to have. Your standard website sessions report will give you that in HubSpot. If you're running inbound and you've got a lot of content out there, you also then want to split out those sessions as to, right, of all the website sessions we're getting, what of those are actually content based? Again, thinking more for your reporting, and as well as selling the value to the rest of the stakeholders so they know what you're doing is contributing to the overall goal of the marketing and getting the sessions. If your target's to get 100,000 sessions by the end of the year, and 40-50% of that is through just going through content, you want to make sure you get that point across. That massively increases buy-in. So it's good for the stakeholders to see that. So you can break down, right, I know how many website sessions I'm getting, I know what content's driving those sessions, then break that down as to, right, what are the individual posts or pages that are generating the most traffic out of those. So that's sort of a great way to break down the website sessions. And then I go into contacts, again thinking top of the funnel, right, we've got the website. Next up, we've got, right, the contacts are starting to drip through now. So have how many contacts you generate in month to month. I'd also then break that down by life cycle stage. Again, it's very useful to see or basically get across the quality of contacts that you're generating. If you've got effective lead scoring in place, let's say you're generating 100 contacts a month and 50 MQLs, 25 SQLs, 5 leads, 10 subscribers, whatever the number is, then you'd be able to quickly figure out whether you've got a healthy or an accurate lead scoring system in place. And it also, again, you can get that across to say, right, of the 100 contacts we generated, 50% or 25% of them became SQLs, which the sales team then picked up. So it's good for the stakeholders to know that you're not generating poor quality contacts or contacts that just aren't relevant to your business. So that's something I definitely advise. Again, dual purpose, it helps you report on your lead scoring system, whether it's accurate and working, and the quality of contacts that are coming through. You then want to move on to the amount of deals generated. So of these contacts that are coming through, how many are ending up in deals? What stage are they at? What's the average time to convert from somebody coming in right at the first deal stage all the way to becoming a customer? So you can actually get those calculated properties in HubSpot as well. So you can tell your not only the sales reps but also the stakeholders what the average sales cycle is. Very useful information to know. So you've got your website sessions, contacts, deals. Then look to the attribution. So where are these contacts and deals coming from? You also then want to look at the sources. Again, very useful information to tell stakeholders, sales reps, right, this is where the contacts are coming from. They're coming from organic search. They're coming from offline sources. They're coming through paid marketing, whatever it is. Because then what you can do in HubSpot is you can report on, right, of all those contacts that have come from whichever source, how many of them became a customer, how many became an SQL. So you then know where to put your efforts. If all your high quality or high converting contacts are coming through organic, they're coming through social media, email marketing, you know to put more of your effort in there, because again, HubSpot does a great job as breaking down that information. So you know exactly what those conversion points are, so you know which where your high quality leads are coming from, essentially. And also then look into your revenue reporting. You can set goals for the teams. Again, you can set a goal for the year if the sales team need to hit a certain criteria. You can track that month to month as the year progresses. Again, it's not only for the sales reps, but the guys at the top, the stakeholders know exactly where we're heading and if we're on track with those sales or we're not. Do we need to deploy additional tactics because we're not quite there yet? We're a little under target. This gives you that full visibility to do so. And then another one that I like to do as well is I'd also report on the database. So, looking at things like region, industry, really looking at the marketing side of your contacts, trying to understand where, what areas these contacts are in, because you might soon figure out that you're actually selling to a lot of people of an industry that you didn't think of. You might all of a sudden, think, right, all of my contacts or all of my customers tend to be in the legal area, or it might be lawyers, but then all of a sudden you might get some real estate people coming in that you didn't know about. So it's definitely good to have that report in there just to sort of identify any additional marketing opportunities that might be available.